Hi everyone, Facebook Live. Checking in from a place called Oatley Park, and as you can see here, I'm back home in Australia. As of last night, I landed, what time was it? It was at about 7:35 p.m. and I'll just swing around here a little bit so you get a bit more light. 7:35 p.m. after a 24-hour flight. It was about 7.5 hours or so to Dubai, and then it was another 15 or so, 16 or so hours through to Sydney from there. And it's a big trip. It's a big flight. So I had a really good sleep last night and feeling quite good this morning. It's my birthday. So it's a really special day today. I'm spending it with my daughter. So I flew into Sydney, and she lives about 20 minutes train ride just outside the airport, which is so very handy. And so I'm staying with her for the next couple of days, and then I head up to Newcastle maybe Sunday, tomorrow night. So here you can see a big difference, right? So no beanie, no gloves, no overcoats, no layers. It was quite interesting to walk out of the house this morning and not have to think about how many layers and where I was going and if I was going to overheat or whether it was going to be too cold. And so that was all very different this morning, having to not think about layers and coats and everything. As you can see, it's an incredible day. I think it's about 25 degrees Celsius here today. We're transitioning now out of summer and heading towards winter. This is a beautiful time of the year, and it doesn't get too hot. Beautiful temperature, t-shirt weather, but you've got this cool breeze right here on the coast. So that's amazing. Oatley Bay. This is just south of Sydney, and I just read the plaque and information around Oatley Park. There, it was named after a convict. It was named after a guy that came out. He was born in Staffordshire, and he was charged with stealing 2 featherbed mattresses and other goods, and he was sentenced to death, and that was overturned, and they ended up saying that he had to be commuted to Australia for the rest of his life. And so he was a clock and watchmaker. So when he came here, he actually put those skills into use, and that's what normally happened with convicts that found themselves over here in Australia. They ended up using them or utilising them for all of their skills that they had gathered whilst they were in England. And so he was a watchmaker, clockmaker, and there's a big clock apparently in the town centre that he maintained, built and then maintained while he was here. So that was back in 1814, I think he was trialled, and then 1815 was when he was positioned here in Oatley, and Oatley Park was named after him. So interesting history, and everywhere you go around Australia there is always some sort of convict history. This is called Lime Kilns Bay. Now I think there is a lime kilns in the UK, and I think what's interesting too is our ancestry sort of dates back to lime kilns, so I have to find out a little bit more history around that as well. So yeah, that's me checking in with you guys. I just thought I would let you know that I'm back home here in Australia, safe and sound, and just enjoying the weather and enjoying being with my daughter for my birthday. And Chris headed up to the Central Coast. She actually left for Central Railway Station and then headed up north last night. So she would be back at the Central Coast as well. So no more sidekick. So that's it always takes adjustment coming back and getting back into sort of the realities and the real sort of normal structures of your day. That's my share. Jill, great to see you here. And is it Natalie? I can see Natalie as well watching. So back in Australia, and it takes a bit of an adjustment to get back here. Happy birthday. Thank you. It's good to be back, and it's nice to be back with my daughter for my birthday. So that's pretty special as well. I'm struggling a little bit here this morning because I haven't got my selfie stick. You get lost without your selfie stick. I'm just hanging on to this phone at the moment. Your arms start to ache after a while. Viv, thanks, Viv. Yeah, having a really lovely day. It's a lovely start. My daughter cooked me breakfast this morning, which was really special. Had bacon and scrambled eggs and toast, so that was really delicious. And I've woken up really, really fresh. We're going to have some fun tonight. I got also, I don't know whether you can see them, they're sitting right over in the distance there, her and her boyfriend, right over there, somewhere on the chairs over there. They've gone for a walk, but yeah, they're going to, they bought me a bottle of champagne, which is really nice, good Australian champagne, so that we're going to have that tonight and have some fun tonight. So it's a very special day, very special birthday, and got a call from my parents as well this morning, so that was lovely. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to check in with you all and say thank you for my time in London, and thank you to all of those of you that made my stay in England so incredibly special. It was such a special experience, and we developed, we learnt, we grew. There's so much that we got out of that, and I think on reflection, what's going to happen over the next week or so, there'll be a lot of reflection, and I would imagine sharing a lot of those reflections in this group, everything that we got out of Momentum Day, 10 for 10, but also just the whole experience, meeting and connecting with some amazing people over there. And I can honestly call them true friends. We built some true friendships while we were over there, and that was really evident during the time we were there. Very special friendships as well, and it's all down to this community and to, you know, the people that we met that really have shown just incredible friendship, and it was truly amazing. It really was. No pie and mash. Jill, I'm very sad about that. So no more reminders, please, because you know what? You come back home here to Australia. However, gee, I miss a lot of the stuff that I that I was exposed to over there. There's just something about the vibe, the energy, London, the traditions that are very close to my heart, and I think it's due to my upbringing as well, and due to my family traditions, because I was effectively born in the UK and I spent my first 11 years there, and so it felt very comfortable going back. It felt really, really comfortable, and what I would like to do now is to go back every year. I think that would be just amazing and awesome. So that for me would be, I think, one of the benefits and one of the advantages of this online business would be the fact that I could go back and visit England every year. I think that has to be on the agenda for sure. And, you know, had I have not met this community and not met with an online business, I think that my life would be very different. So I'm really grateful to have the benefit of this community and this particular lifestyle and the online business that allows me to do this and to meet with so many like-minded people. It was awesome. There's just no words to express. And I just hope for those people that made a big impact on our lives, it could have been the smallest thing, but it was the biggest impact. I do know that they know our gratitude. And I know, Jill, you're watching. I know you're one of those very special people that we connected with. And our friendship means a lot too. So it was just awesome. I'm going to check out for now, but I'm going to check in back up the top there because I'm going to show you an example of Australian history. I'll share that with you at the top of these stairs. We've just come from Windsor Castle, and I'm going to show you one of Australia's castles in a very short minute. I think you'll get a bit of a kick out of this. Hi Maria, great to see. Thank you. Happy birthday. That's lovely. Thank you so much. And yeah, back in Australia now, Maria. So just wanted to check in and just share with everyone where I am today, which is Oatley Park, which is south of Sydney. And it's a stunning day. It's a beautiful day. And I'll check in with you upstairs, up the stairs here. There's some really nice Australian bush behind me and some bush rocks, as you can see, because it's sort of built on the side of a sort of hill, a bit of a mountain here. So there's some really good Australian fauna and bush rocks, as you can see, and that's it's Limekilns Bay just behind me. That's my share, and I'll check in with you guys very soon. Bye everyone.